It's worked, which means the reception was good enough. Good morning. Good morning, good afternoon nearly, isn't it? Well, it's first day back. Who's back at work, who's not back at work? Kids aren't back yet, are they? Cut lips, shit beard, Luton are top of the league. Absolutely smashing it. Battered Lincoln yesterday, 4-2. But, basically, I'm just letting you know, because I was coming in to make a couple of videos. Lucy is ill, very ill, in bed, and we was gonna drag her out, but we thought we'd be able to do it on our own, and I'm here with Mr. Cuckby, Grandad Jack, but we can't work the cameras, because I'm a pure technophobe. We can't work the cameras, least of all the sounds. We've sort of had a little punch about, and decided that, it's not happening. It's just not happening. And so I was going to flick through the papers, but I'd rather just do it properly tomorrow once Lucy Lou is back in. Because I want to have a rant about that. Mug Jeremy Corbyn. I want to go on about Iran, what's happening in Iran, but this was just a quick update. And whilst we're on updates, we've got lots of updates because remember the petition I asked you to sign about the young girl who was beaten up in Batley? Well, we still need to hand that petition in. But before we hand that petition in, we're going to have a video coming from a journalist, an interview, should be coming out in the next couple of days, an interview from a journalist who has given us the story of what's been happening in Batley and Dewsbury for the last 30 years. That's how long he's been a journalist there. We've also got coming a new campaign, because employers think they can sack people for daring to have a different political opinion to them. So we're bringing you that campaign, and we'll be turning up in that employer's office very soon. What else have we got going on, Jack, whilst I'm giving updates?
What's the other one, Scott and Natasha as well?
Scott and Natasha, the young couple who immigration have been trying to boot out. His fiancée, who speaks 5 languages, who's a lovely couple, who are great. If you want immigrants, that's the immigrant you'd want coming into the UK, but Theresa May seems to think differently. So we will be handing in the petition for that as well. We've got lots of things to hand in, lots of things to catch up on.
And we've got another campaign.
Yeah, I just told him that. The campaign about the girl, a beautiful lady who worked in an office. I'll give you the basics of it. A lady who worked in an office. She was commenting on how great she was doing for this company all the way along. All these emails, which we've got copies of, telling her how brilliant. She got given a voluntary bonus by the owners of the company. And then, on her Facebook, she dared to mention something a little critical. No, it wasn't even critical of Islam, was it? No, it wasn't critical of Islam at all. No. She dared to voice her support to Anne-Marie Waters. And because of that, her employer thought he could humiliate her and sack her on the spot, which legally we don't think he can. So we'll be bringing you that campaign. I'll be turning up at that employer's office, and because this isn't about this one campaign. So many people across this country contact me and message me about how their employers think they can act like basically Hitler and just get rid of them because they have a political opinion. You're allowed a political opinion, funny enough, in Britain, where you're supposed to be. Don't know how much longer that's going to last, but the employers who do things like this, what we want to do with this campaign is, with your support and everyone else's support, we want to know that if there's an employer, and he has a political opinion, and he finds out one of his staff have a different political opinion, we want him to know that if he thinks he can sack them or isolate them, then he's going to face a campaign by us. So, and the reason he gave this lady when he sacked her was he didn't want to affect his business. Yeah. Well, the whole country's going to know about your business, mate, because I'm going to be walking into your business. So, and I'm going to be contacting all the businesses you do trade with as well. As I said, we're going to bring a campaign against this business and this business owner for his attitude and to think that he can humiliate this lady. But anyway, they're doing it everywhere. I know this is going on in America, it's going on across Europe. Unless we pick a company and we make a stand with that company, unless we pick one of these employers, and we bring them to their knees for what they think they can do to ordinary, decent British people who have an opinion, then they'll continue to do it. So we're going to do it. That campaign's going to be coming in. Is it coming this week?
Hopefully. Doesn't depend on
But we've got a lot this week, haven't we?
Yeah, possibly.
we're better off getting the Batley one out this week.
Yeah.
We'll probably be bringing you... There's a court case, I don't know how many of you have seen it. There was a court case of a lad who, just for banter, right? The worst it could be is ill-taste banter, but it's actually funny if you watch it, yeah? He got his dog... He taught his dog to see Carl. That's what he taught his dog to do, yeah? It's his girlfriend's dog. You've got to watch the video. It's his girlfriend's dog. Now, it was all just as humour. He's being prosecuted and he could be in prison this Friday. We'll be there. We'll be there talking to him, speaking with him, and bringing you the court result on the day. So, yeah, there's loads happening. There's loads happening. We're hoping to... Yeah, there's loads happening anyway. But again, this was only just a quick update because we can't get the cameras working, we can't work the sound, so we're not going to put on any show.
But tomorrow.
I'm going to go... But tomorrow, back to normal. Tomorrow, first thing, back to normal. Shows each day. I'm going to get sausages, bacon, black pudding,